this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be, I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends, I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation, I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it fucked me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on the grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world. With my guitar up on my hip, that's the story unfurled. I found myself with a pocket full of money and a whole lot of respect. While the record business loved me, I was head of rhythm and blues.
And we're back with another one, guys. Welcome. Welcome. Are you welcome? I'm welcome. In another episode, it's the Market Takupa, and we're doing more Dragon Quest. Today, we're doing this, I think this is the daily we're starting with. And then we're going to Panigram. I'm gonna get a couple of these rounds out, so go ahead and explain a little bit about this event here. This is one of the last events. One of them, I think it's like a version 6 one. And this is a fan favorite for sure, because during this one you fight with, I believe, 12 people. The most people. I think it's the largest party fight in the game. And you're in a giant ring of circle fighting a big boss. I believe the rewards are mostly just the goddess tree things. You get like seeds and stuff, other sellable accessories for gold. But the goddess tree points will allow you to just get slow stat growths. I believe it's like it should be like plus 30 to everything by now, but it's a little bit of a slow stat growth gain. Pretty fun. You can get a little stat boost, kind of like a roguelike along the way, and strangely enough, only a level 110 event, so if I make it to version 6 pretty soon, I could do it on one of my new characters here. But we won't be making it there quite that soon, especially when I keep making random one-off episodes like this. I mean, let's be real. Not necessary, but at the same time necessary, because I do love these events, and I do love talking, and we don't want to make this too quick. You know, I am grateful, just for the ability to make content, you know, that somebody wants to watch, somebody wants to view to some extent, and we have to be grateful for the journey, guys. No matter what you're doing. No matter where you're going, as long as we're taking action and going somewhere, we gotta be like less hard on ourselves, because life is already gonna beat the fuck out of you. It will. There's, you know, no way getting around that. So I would suggest to enjoy the ride, and I'm enjoying my ride. I hope I get less than 10 viewers for the next 3 years. That's my hope. And you know what? I don't even want to quantify it like that. You know, it's just whatever it is. I hope my growth is slow, powerful, all-consuming, because I am here for delayed gratification. Mostly just to be comfortable with myself, be confident in myself, and be vulnerable, because that vulnerability is a huge currency that I feel like for smart people we feel like there's no benefit to it, you know, like letting people know our fears or our insecurities it just leads to our destruction, and that's not true. It leads to your liberation. Now, of course, you have to be destroyed in the process, but who really wants that old ego-fueled, you know, state and all that bullshit? I mean, you know, we're always going to be ruled by the ego. We're just constantly expanding our cage because you don't want to be trapped in the same inefficient line of thinking for the rest of your life. I mean, the only way to stay as proficient as possible is to constantly change with the whims of the world. And let me tell you, motherfucker, there are whims. There are whims, for sure. Oh, damn, my fucking neck. Oh, jeez. Just huge neck pain right there. Huge neck pain. Oh my goodness. That felt fantastic. Oh, yeah. You gotta love the pain because that is what leads to the growth. I think it's a migraine, but yeah. Like I said, guys, lately it has been all-encompassing pain. But I'm learning how to cope, you know? You know. As a guy, this vulnerability shit, it's very hard because you realize as a guy pretty soon that nobody really cares about your problems. Your problems? Man, disgusting. You don't have problems, you have solutions. You have goals. Now suffer for everyone else's ideals. Is essentially, what we tell ourselves. But it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, what kind of, it doesn't make sense. Like, the world just doesn't care about any guy? Like that line of thinking is just inherently illogical. The world wouldn't be able to survive if we really didn't care about any male. But, the cultural zeitgeist will lead you to believe that male issues aren't really male issues. There's this loneliness shit that we got. Cat. Cappity cap. And I really think it's not a problem, in my opinion, because, I'm a huge loner, but also because I feel like a lot of growth happens by ourselves. And, we may wish, I mean, I don't mind being lonely. I just wish there were more quality people around me, Because the reason why, me specifically, I don't hang out with people is just because, most people just want something, some agenda, which inherently isn't bad, but I'm trying to figure out what I want because I'm slowly realizing there's not a lot of that I require from my friends, There's not a lot of commitment, There's not a lot of reliability that I inherently enforce, but conversely, you know, I'm always the guy that's like thumbs up, everything's cool whenever I get flaked on when we go to the bar or whatever. Whenever I invite you out and you're like, no, I can't because I'm doing some other thing. Whenever you're telling me, oh, you want to go do this, and then I'm like, yeah, I go there and you're gone. I'm like, okay, it's fine. So it's like, why? And for people like me, if you experience something similar, I feel like you really do need to disconnect. So the loneliness generation or a problem or whatever. It's for people like us, general givers, true people who love. Nowadays in the modern world, it's just kind of hard to find the genuine connection. So I'd say, yeah, man, there are fewer of us out there. So, naturally to aid in the selection process, we should generally be more alone. Be more alone, understand yourself more, and that way when someone great does come into your life, you'll know how to spot them. Because I've realized, man, a lot of the times, the reason why we don't vet right or we don't understand why people hurt us is because we spend so much time with other people that we're blind to see the true nature. You got your Google glasses on. Yeah. But I'm always wary of that. I feel like I'm too wary too nowadays because you become too aware of yourself and aware of your actions. You understand a lot of yourself, and that leads you to think that you may understand a lot about other people too. But then again, guys, that is just the ego. That is just the ego. The only thing I understand is this game and all the mechanics. I understand it enough to be able to do the menu without knowing the language too much. But it's a really fun one. I hope you guys are enjoying. Because we got plenty more fun things to do here. It's not just Panigram. The event showcase will go deeper, but we'll get into that when we come to it. I think version 3, Yeah, version 3 doesn't have that many events that I could really go through, but we'll have fun with it. I am just enjoying speaking my mind, communicating a little bit. I'm not sure about you guys, but this may sound sad, and I realize the only reason why I think it sounds sad is because I've only told it to really like myself and other people who would think it's sad. So maybe to my internet gooners, maybe to, you know, someone else over there in Japan or somewhere over here in the States, anywhere in the world. This may make more sense to you. Um, but all of my valued relationships, all the ones that I didn't feel like I was bullied into or didn't feel like, inherently just used and abused me. Well, I wouldn't say all of them. There are good people in the world, but I'd say a good portion have been parasocial. People that I don't even talk to, people that have no idea what I look like, what I sound like, what kind of feelings on life I have. These people, I don't know why, but I feel like they just inherently give me way more value, and I don't know if it's because they haven't hurt me or it's because they haven't visibly hurt me. Because the thing is, nobody really cares, and to just know that these people really don't care, but they're still providing value in some way. They're still brightening up my day. They still care enough to create this art that not only helps me, but others like me to find their way. I think I think that's inherently beautiful, and it's way more beautiful than a lot of the people, a lot of the things I've seen, a lot of the things that endeavor to, have my back, be around me all the time, ask me to hang out 24/7. And yeah, that's just led me to have a more loner lifestyle. So there may be a loneliness epidemic, but I'm really not like mad that I don't have a lot of quality people to hang out with anymore. Most of the people that I really like are in different towns, different cities. And in this city, I have found a few cool people that moved. I know a few cool people that are a couple of towns away, but honestly, I just want to understand what I really want. What I really want. I'll get a little vulnerable here. So, last year, early last year, I got a little sexually transmitted disease from fucking too many bitches. Which happens. It's like the thing, like I'm saying, these relationships, I usually get bullied into stuff. I was an avid Tinderite, and I'm not unattractive. I'm not the greatest looking guy because I just don't take care of myself. But I'm definitely not unattractive, and I love to dress up, as you can clearly tell with this game. I love the aesthetics of life a lot, and I've found my own style. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Anyways, I'm on Tinder, and I was just I was slamming back too many drinks, and the thing is, when you're like me before, you don't really know what you want. If someone comes at you with maddening sexual energy at night, you have a car, and you're like, well, I guess I could just drive out and get some buns. You're just gonna drive out and get some buns. Like, I don't know if that's like probably what every guy would do, but yeah, not now, not anymore for me, because once I took sex off the table, you will not believe how many wanting eyes, how many like stressing and sweating women are around me. It's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous. But that's life, guys. That's like once you stop chasing something, it's going to literally slam you down and choke slam you to the ground. You know what I'm saying? This is just how it goes. Um, Especially for people, especially for women, especially for relationships. And I was definitely one of those people that was always available, always ready to do stuff because I'm not going to invite you to do stuff. I generally don't want to do stuff. I generally don't have fun when I go out and do stuff with people. And then I was like, well, you can't stay inside all day, right? So when I put this whole uh, voluntary celibate thing going on here, we can call it incel because I was masturbating a lot, so we can call it incel. Call it what you want. I realized I need to be outside more. I need to do things more, but I don't have to do them with other people because I don't care who you are. Being in the same room all day on the same computer, watching the same YouTube videos, playing the same video game is not healthy. So during this little last year, I decided to slowly start inundating myself with the outside world. I just went on walks, I did parks, I did nature trails. Um, and yeah, it is kind of a retard thing. It's a vindictive of depression. I was very depressed. I'm still very depressed, and I don't think I'll ever get out of depression because it's too fun. But during this, I realized, man, we just have to get back to doing whatever we feel is right. Like, be an idiot, be the dumbest person you can, and just do whatever you feel. Because honestly, we know what is right, and if we don't know what is right, we can figure it out by doing what's wrong. You just have to take action. And I know so many people that are so smart, so genius, that they're just like, I'll just plan it all out, No need to no need to take action now. I have 10 steps ahead to plan. And I'm like, no, we can plan while we do it. We can edit along the way. Just take an action. So I was pleased with this action. And thus we grow. And I feel like that was really like my springboard. It can be your springboard or your anvil. Really, like I had that anvil of a disease right there. Had to get my wee right. And then once I did that, it developed into my springboard with the walking. And the walking turned into meditation, even mindful practice, and all that. And all that. Still playing this game by then, so preparing for my wonderful playthrough. I still feel like I took way too long to start this, man. I should have just gone in immediately. I really did want to play this back in the day, but clarity wasn't a thing until a couple years back. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. We have an amazing team working on this. Well, the team has diminished quite a bit over the past few months here for clarity. But just like most things, it's gonna ebb and flow. I feel like when the new classes, new updates come out, my battery's running low on the Switch. Man, I never charge these freaking controllers. I swear, man. We got 61 there. Let's charge here. Yeah, man, there goes the train of thought. That's gone. That is so gone. Yeah. Oh, loneliness, man. It's such a crazy thing. As an introvert who is skilled in the whims of extroversion, um, yeah, I'm kind of valuing this generation of people who just don't want to go outside because now I'm realizing, guys, if you just take a walk around your neighborhood, if you just go to like a nature trail or whatever, there will be nobody there. If you go to the park, there will be nobody there. It's Saturday. It is Saturday in the morning right now, and I'm probably gonna go outside walking today. I'm not even gonna say probably. I am, and I bet you 110%. I will not see damn near. I will not see over 10 people. Like I could probably count the people I see on my fucking two hands. And for me, that's amazing. I don't like talking to people. I'm not a fan. And that's because nobody really understands you. Nobody really pays attention to these words you're speaking. It's all how you say it. It's all body language. And it's mostly first impressions and appearance. Like how you dress, how you came in and started talking to them, how you made them feel when you said those first words. That's all it really is. That's all it really is. And once you understand that, Once you understand that people want you to say bye back to them when you say bye, just for a reaction, just so they can feel something. Once you understand this attention game and the pure, like, just inherent deficit that 90 to 80% of guys feel, like, that's why we work so hard. That's why we're killing ourselves. Like, I'm not telling you guys to, stop working. Who gives a fuck? Of course work, but you have to work in a way that you can do it for the rest of your life for literally no money. That's what a passion is. That's what a passion is. And I swear to you, I promise you 100%, if I was being supported by anyone, be it my mom, my dad, girlfriend, sugar mama, sugar daddy, I don't give a fuck. I would do it, and I would still do this. I wouldn't stop. I don't even think I would stop going to work. Because the thing is, guys, we have to choose our pain. We have to choose our suffering, because if you don't, your suffering will choose you. And then you'll wake up with a broken leg, and you're like, "What the fuck happened? What? I didn't even walk today." So I've learned the reason why a lot of people stay in jobs for so long is because we don't do what is easy. We do what is most familiar. All you got to do is do the hard stuff a lot. And then the hard stuff becomes familiar, and then you're like, holy shit, I can't stop doing this hard shit. I can't stop getting hard. I'm a hard Odite. And then once you start doing the hard shit a lot, you start valuing being alone, because nobody wants to do the hard shit. Nobody wants to take the long road. Nobody wants the difficult job. And so, you're gonna do these hard things. You're gonna be alone for a little bit, maybe like 3 months or so. Excommunicate all your friends, level up, and then people are just going to just start drowning over you. Right, wrong. And that's because you still want it. I don't know, man. I don't know why the world works like this, but there's something inherently that people can tell. Like honestly, me being vulnerable with you guys again. Every time, and this is why I say all my relationships I get bullied into. Because, this inherently happens to everyone, but I just ignore it, because once again, I told you guys, I don't care. I just gotta go through life. It's so nonchalant, and then I'm like, I really don't care. But on the outside of it, it's like I feel like I don't have permission to. I feel like I'm not good enough to care. I feel like what value have you provided in life to to have the choice, to have input on what you deserve to get. And this is the natural brainwashing that we're constantly given. But because of this non-caring attitude, whenever I do chase something, I get the same kind of reaction that I automatically get when things are chasing me, which is oh no, let me stray away from that. Let me back up from that. And yeah, and then, so it sucks when you feel like you actually do start caring, and you're like, well, I want to associate with someone. I want this, whatever this is, because you're never really gonna understand it. You're gonna come as close as possible to the understanding of your infatuation, your desire. But to truly understand, you're gonna just grow the cage, grow the cage of understanding, but it's still it's still there. It's still wrapped around you of where the fuck am I, Who is this person? And it's sad because a lot of people think, oh, I get it. My partner, I understand them 100%, when really they don't even understand themselves. It's scary to me, because I feel like if I attach myself to someone, and they feel like they don't understand this shit, very easy to destroy me. Very easy to destroy me. Or, conversely, that's why you also have to be careful, for you to destroy yourself or the other person. Because, man, I'm not gonna lie and act like I'm not powerful. I'm over here like level 134. You dig? I have a lot of destructive tendencies too, Just like most people, whenever shit goes bad, I just kind of dip out. I'm just kind of like, peace out. My conflict resolution skills are ass. I am a runaway tactic motherfucker. So knowing that fact of life, we can infer that, of course, life is a mirror, not a window. So since I experienced this same thing, of course, when I start chasing someone, I'm going to experience the runaway. So you really have to be comfortable in this state and be comfortable being in this state forever. Not being in this state until I get a girlfriend, not being in this state until I get $1 million, not being in this state until I get a new job, not being in this state until I get a new house, car, friends, whatever. We're never going to stop being in this lonely, understanding self phase. It's going to feel lonely because I'm noticing more and more today, that nobody wants to take this journey because it's long. It's long. It's a lifelong journey. And when you can just be a weak, simpy man with a bunch of money, or not even a bunch of money, just a bunch of obedience, take care of yourself, get treated like shit, have a happy partner, have a dog, when you can do that, who wants to? Who wants to fucking grow every day and battle everyone who says you're a trash person and go against all these rules of societal norms and never go out and have fun with friends? Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. And I'm so glad I'm this person that I authentically want to do this. Like, nothing else makes sense. Like, I literally blinded myself to life when I moved to Los Angeles. And thought, like, maybe I need these friends. Maybe I need this job. Maybe I need this group. Maybe they need to help me with the content. Maybe I need to do this activity. Maybe I need to make music like this. None of that is necessary. You know what's necessary? For me to be quiet, stay by myself, lock in, and do what the fuck I want to do. And this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I so much love talking. I so much love podcasts. And I'm glad I'm finally able to just get my confidence out there, get my words out there. And I appreciate you guys for joining me on this journey. Another thing we have to remember is that although the journey may be forever, you do have to be easy on yourself. Like I said, guys, this is something we're going to do every day. This is something we're never going to stop thinking about. This is something that just drive us. What we think about when we wake up in the morning. What we think about when we go to bed at night. Man, I'm not talking about the Goonie. That's probably just me. You have to realize what your mental capacity is. Slowly ramp this shit up. And just do what you can. And for me, a big thing is just being so hard on myself. Whatever we do to forward our life, as long as it's an action, you have to realize it's still good. Like it's still worthy. Just because you fucked up in one area doesn't mean you don't deserve redemption. Doesn't mean you can't be redeemed. With the source, as we are all with the source, everyone can be found. Everyone. You just gotta get creative. You just gotta get creative about your own future. And I hope we have a beautiful one. Right now, people are very worried about the future. Very worried. I say bring it on, What's the point of all this training if I don't get to fight some motherfuckers, If I don't get to bust some heads, if I don't get to bust some nuts. Huh? The fuck we doing this for? Alright, man. I'll catch you later.